Hello everyone, Mr. No Souls here, and today I'm going to try to answer one simple question. What is Temtem Swarm? Well, the original Temtem is a creature collector game that was pretty popular, but I know that they made some... Oh, here, let me just show you. It's pretty popular, still pretty well liked. I just know that some people that were really into Temtem eventually ended up not liking Temtem, mostly because there was a lot of grind. And it seems like Temtem Swarm, uh, in a very early state, is kind of experiencing something similar, where some people are really liking the game, and some people are like, this is just Temtem, but extremely grindy. Different game, but same philosophy. Now, I, for one, am pretty flexible with grind, and the requirements of the system, according to dev, isn't particularly high. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily buy this, um, but they have a free demo, so I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Sound warning as always. We are going into this live, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm hoping that our ears aren't going to explode. This thing is taking a little bit to load up and run. Okay, English. Okay, I mean, all the... Honestly, that's not bad. The music is actually pretty solid, I have to give it credit. Hmm. It seems... it everything seems pretty well polished. The music, the little bit that I heard, was good. I mean, so far, as a free demo goes, I think this is shaping up to go well, but it's really weird how slow the loading is. I don't know if maybe it's because something in the demo build has difficulty or what, but... Oh. Okay, so it just kind of goes off on its own. Ooh. I really... Seems like the aim is a little inconsistent. Like, the rate of it going off is consistent, but sometimes it's like... It catches you off. Temtem damage by 5%. And it's probably one of the best things I can get, especially because I'm relying a lot on the aura. Yeah, see, that one, I think, went off in the opposite direction. Can I not? Why can I not pick up that cherry? I increased the attack speed or something? Why can I not? I have no idea. I mean, this is like Vampire Survivor, but it's also kind of not at the same time. I don't really know what to make of this. Like, I feel like if you're really familiar with Temtem and you've played a lot of it, like, I haven't. I, like, looked at it, I had a couple friends that were really into it. Well, I had one friend that was really into it. But that's pretty different than, oh, wow, okay, this is starting now to get actually quite quick. Random position, petrify. I don't know if I want to get that. Probably should grab that, just because I have a feeling I'm going to start needing it soon. Still have no idea what those cherry... Maybe it's a heal. This is actually, like, kind of peaceful. Oh boy. Honestly, the orb with the pushback is also a pretty good combo. What the evolution? I mean, evolution's probably the biggest thing, so... It's like one of the most important ones. I mean... It's... Whoa, what on earth? Like, I get that these are all supposed to be, like, Temtems and stuff like that that I'm dealing with. But it really does feel like this is kind of designed around someone that really knows the, like, you know, what this is. compared to like just some random dude that's like, I've kind of heard of it. I know some people really like it. So my Vampire Survivor skills, though, are very much applicable to this. Though I will say there is a little bit of a weird situation with this, because, like, the one move, it really feels... I don't know how to put it, but this kind of feels weird, that the hitboxes are kind of, like, almost... You're bigger than your hitbox, so it's like you think you're going to get hit, and then you don't. I really feel like this is probably a better call, but if I do that, I get a lot more knockback, and I do utilize that now. Whoa, what on earth? Okay. This is weird. Why am I taking so little damage from being hit? I don't know if... Maybe it's because I evolved that I'm just, like, getting too much too quickly? Or maybe I was supposed to be more aggressive and actually push into enemies. I'm not really sure. I guess I take... This is weird. Like, I feel like the difficulty is just wrong. Like, the illusion of this being, like, really difficult at the start is kind of ruined once you realize you're able to just walk into things this easily. Push back enemy. I mean, if I just keep upgrading the pushback, that's gonna keep giving me a path, so... Also, the cooldown, like, legitimately, that's... Maybe I did need to get that movement speed, though. Of course, this might be easy until it isn't, but it really feels like... Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, this ball is like literally the thing keeping me alive. What am I doing? Oh, summoning circle? That's a huge one. Increase the Temtem's HP recovery. Every second? You know, that's just up its damage. Honestly, that's probably the biggest thing. Because I can upgrade this at any time. That's really far behind. This is like my big move kind of right now. This upgrades every... Well, let's see what happens if I up it just a little bit. Okay, wow, this is maybe not going as well as one would hope. Honestly, bigger area. That's like the most singular important thing. Okay. So just... Fine. It is what it is. I definitely can use it. Okay, I guess I gotta... Whoop. Okay. Keep being mobile. I have no idea what on earth is happening, but... Oh, Jesus. I don't really care. I think I just need to continue getting more offense, even though getting a new ability that's not doing that much isn't great. It's better than nothing. Am I going to die for this? Nope. Every second. Ooh. It's now speed up. I need the speed. The speed is the thing that's right now my biggest limitation. Speed is OP in these kind of games. Like, legitimately, it's one of the most powerful things you could get. Yeah. Uh oh. Okay, this way. Oh, another boss. I might need to consider upgrading my, Oh. I got another one? Oh, geez. Big boy's here. There is no way I'm pulling off a summoning circle with that thing on my butt. Ooh. I think I need to just focus on that for the moment. Oh, bro! Okay, not good. That was entirely off of luck. I have no idea, like, when this ends or whatever, but I'm just trying to focus on leveling the best I can. As long as I keep heading towards an objective that I think I can complete, I should at least progress fast enough that... Oh, what? Okay. Some special stat... Up my damage, maybe, or something? I don't know. Not gonna get me that easily. I'm fast, boy! Getting some more healing up would be nice, I think. Oh! Whoa! That's a big old speed bump. That's probably not going to last forever, so I should make as much of it as I can. Yeah, if you like Vampire Survivors, I can definitely see where the market for this is. Like, it's not... Like, this entire genre is generally pretty simplistic, but they're effectively trying to mitigate that by just going for pure volume of everything you have to deal with, and oh no! Run. Okay, didn't get hit, and I'm okay. I think I actually... Okay, I did get the thing, even though I thought I missed it. Oh gosh. Got him. That's not bad at all. Just keep upping my damage, and there we go. Okay, this is nice. Not bad at all. You shall learn to respect me. This is kind of a ridiculous build at this point, where I'm just perpetually, like, knocking them back. Alright. Not bad at all. Ooh, I could go even further. Reduces cooldowns. Even more. Honestly, going to 5, having just the maximum 30%, that's huge. Or, yeah, if I upgrade my healing even faster, that's great. I don't care for that. Yeah, just get faster. That's the big thing. If I'm even faster, that's going to just allow me to reposition. And I have the knockback and everything else, so I can utilize this pretty well. Yeah, I'm just able to bully now with the knockback and everything else, so I just keep utilizing that, and I should be good to go. Plus with the, like, really aggressive regeneration. Ooh, Increase attack area by... Oh wait, I have to... Oh. No, not worth. Okay, I need to... That's right, try to run from me. You were the hunters, and now you are the hunted. Are you kidding me? That's bullshit. Okay, I need to get out of this. That's a bad area to be in. Screw it. Let's go up. You thought I was a big bully before? Oh, I'm a bigger bully. Maybe should have saved that for when the boss spawned. Oh, a misplay potentially on my part. Nice. Okay. Now I have extremely strong finisher, and I just get even faster. And... oh wait, I missed another box, I guess. Gonna have to still be careful with that, because if I get too fast, my damage isn't gonna keep up with my movement speed. Oh. Hello. Oh. Are you kidding me? I think I'm at the point now where everything's pretty much upgraded to max, and there's nothing really left for me to upgrade. What is happening? Was that a boss or... okay, I'll come back for that in a second. Okay. Okay. See why not to do that. I guess I must have hit the, like, final thing or something. Yeah, so now I'm gonna have... yeah, okay. Oh gosh! Whoa! Oh, I- yeah, that's right. You are going to respect me, Senor Water Dragon, because I am the meanest thing there is. Oh boy. Okay, I'm okay. No, just gonna heal myself. Okay, you roll, I roll too. See who rolls harder. Boom. Well, that was honestly, there was a lot more illusion of difficulty than there was actual difficulty in that. So maybe that was just a demo, and they were just being nice. Okay, that was interesting. Let's see if I can at least look at what the skills and everything are. Okay, interesting. So it has a little bit of like the RPG element. I don't know if this is in Temtem. I don't remember them talking about like skill or talent trees or something like that. But it's interesting at least. Let's see here. If I can... Okay, so there's eggs where you can unlock other Temus. So honestly, I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of being able to see the entire tree. I think I do prefer having a hidden tree because it's like it gives you a lot more to like explore. It doesn't give you more to explore, but it gives you more of a sense of exploration. But mm, interesting. So they have like a lot of different like things to kind of discover. Like you have all these like general areas types. Oh, okay, I see. So neutral, water, toxic, melee, earth. Imagine there's air and fire in here. Hmm. So looks like there's 9 stages currently with space for an additional 9. Or no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So total space for 6 more. I don't know why I said 9. Hmm. I don't know. I have weird feeling about this. Like it I don't know if it was like due to the demo or what, but it felt really easy. Like to the point that I didn't have any degree of challenge at all to it. I don't even think I got to half health. But, I imagine they have to have like difficulty modifiers or something that drives more progression in it because as it currently is for the demo that I played, yeah, I don't know if I would recommend playing this. As a free game, I think it's fine. Yeah, I mean it's only $12. For $12, if you wanted to play something that was Vampire Survivors esque and you didn't want to play Megabonk for some reason, which is cheaper, um, and same genre, but I mean, it's honestly in my mind, I think Megabonk is perhaps the best evolution from the Vampire Survivors like formula. Like realistically, I think this is probably the best, if not nearly the best. Vampire Survivors itself is a phenomenal game, so it's like, let's see here. Yeah, and Vampire Survivors is a $5 game as well. So like they're coming into the genre and it's way more expensive. Yeah, hmm. Is a shiny coat of paint truly worth that much? Because like the only thing I can think of that's really the difference between these three games is like one has a pre-existing brand, Temu, or Temtem, sorry, not Temu. And it's like more like a chibi cutesy art style. Yeah, I just yeah, that's a really hard thing to recommend because like yeah, sure, that's not a lot of money, but it is more money than two games that I could play for the same amount of time and I would immediately say, yeah, that's a great recommendation. Like I I do not feel like Megabonk or like Vampire Survivors are inferior to Temtem Swarm. Like it, actually, I would say Temtem Swarm has a lot more to prove itself to show that it's deserving to be compared to those two. If I was to be like the evolution thing didn't really do anything. Like legitimately, it just made all the stats better. So it's like, why do I care about the evolution other than just the stats? It didn't improve anything else. It didn't help me more. Um, I don't see how it would necessarily change if I had been playing the duck over the monkey. Like, hmm, yeah. Like even looking at like this trailer and stuff like that, like it is pretty. Don't get me wrong, and it has a very unique degree of polish that I would agree that neither Megabonk nor Vampire Survivor has. But at no point would I say that what I am seeing like outstrips the quality of either of the procedures. This game needs some polishing and something to like there's a soul in it, but it's not fully realized. Meanwhile, both Megabonk and Vampire Survivors are fully realized inside of the genre that they are, and like being 2D versus 3D. Like this is almost like 2.5D because it's like there is some degree of 3D, but you're only moving on a 2D axis. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about this now because I feel like I'm now just talking in circles. And while this is interesting, okay, I guess that right there might have been the way to increase difficulty or something. But yeah, I mean it's colorful. I'll give it that. But being colorful doesn't make it good. It just gives it what is it? Gives it an artistic vision. It's like Marathon, you know. It is a game with a very unique artistic vision. And it's a good game as well, like don't get me wrong. But because of the vision doesn't necessarily justify all the other problems going around, like with balancing and stuff like that. Not that I think Marathon has horrible balancing, might I add. Just to give it some defense there, like I think it has a lot of things going for it, but I think they should consider like they have so many systems that should interact that don't interact that once you start thinking about it, it's like why do thermals not pick up shells with more heat? It's like if you have a heat system and you're using thermal visions, the thermal people should be popping up way brighter than the people with no thermal. Like it's just and it's like that kind of problem carries over to here. It's like I am walking into creatures that look way more powerful than others, and yet nothing is doing damage to me. I literally feel like I am quite actually in some cases I am quite literally walking through them. I stood in place for like 15 seconds and I lost a third of my health, but like why did I only lose a third of my health? I was literally standing still, getting swarmed to see what would happen, and after that, like all illusion of difficulty just evaporated, just poof, gone. And that is really one of the things that you have um, that creates this kind of difficult dialogue that you need to have with like the player almost of like how do you correctly visualize and convey intent and like how things work, because it's, you know, this is all land of make believe, none of this stuff is real, but when you're playing it there's a certain type of logic that you're expecting to follow, and when things do interact together in a way that makes sense for the logic of the world that you're building, um, it is extremely strong. Vampire Survivors and Megabonk both are serious games and non-serious games inside of their own world. Like it's serious in there, but it's not really serious when you're like looking at the lens from here. Um, and like from that point, it's very consistent, and like the art is consistent, the like theming and the like character actions and the abilities that they're using and tools, equipment, whatever, like it all makes sense. And then you go to something like Marathon, and I know it doesn't entirely different genres, but I think Marathon and Temtem Swarm actually have the same problem. Um, where it's just they're trying to build a world and they're really good. They have a strong established um, world that they're utilizing. But then when you start looking at how like mechanically everything's interacting, like enemies with your health pool and so on, and you know thermals with heat, or bubble shields being nearly indestructible, even though you know a railgun would in theory punch right through it, it would make sense because what's the point of a railgun if not to punch through things? Like I don't know. You all of a sudden start seeing through it, and it's just like yeah. After some point, you have to like suspension of disbelief in order to like engage with media and enjoy it and stuff like that. Fair, okay. But it's like the more you do it, the less like what is it? I'm trying to remember the term. There's a term for when it's like jarring, that it's like actually a demerit, because like it happens with everything at some point or another, but it's like when it's jarring and it's like to the point where you're no longer really engaging with the medium in the way that like you were originally, um it's kind of frustrating, and I think that's why Temtem Swarm has a mixed uh recommendation, And I think that's effectively why something like Marathon, I'm going to just pull up Marathon here because I keep talking about it because I love the game. I love it. It's a great game. It's an extraction shooter. I think it's very good. But I think it's only getting very positive because it really does have it has some fundamental problems that are easily solvable, but let's see here. I want to it's a remarkable game. Yeah, that's also fair. Like the spawns are abysmal. But that's part of the thing that's like the mechanics don't necessarily make sense to the world. Hmm. I mean that I think this has like fair criticism, but that's not exactly what I was looking for. I saw a review on it that I was like, that actually is a pretty good way of framing it. But it was pretty much what I was saying. It's like, there it has a lot of strong like theme ideas that they just don't properly utilize, and then it causes like things to kind of fall apart. Um, yeah, but this also has multiplayer if I remember correctly. Let's see here. Yeah, online co-op. So maybe it plays really differently when you have multiple people, and that's like really what you need. But I don't have that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop now. Um, thank you very much if you've made it this far to me rambling for 15 minutes on why I don't think it's a bad game. I just have to really question some of the fundamentals around this game because they could fix it and this could become great, and I'll be happy to compare this to Vampire Survivors or like Megabonk. But as it currently is, like, yeah, it's not there. It's not ready to be compared to those two. Um, especially especially the price. They want $11, $12 for this when Vampire Survivors is 5. Come on. I mean, I guess I guess that is an argument that I didn't take into effect. This is multiplayer. Neither other two have multiplayer. Yeah, that might actually be a decent justification on why one is $5 and one is $12 because multiplayer is really difficult to do. But I mean, it's a really simplistic game, but multiplayer is still kind of difficult to get the syncing and everything else to like work exactly correct. Okay, I'm I've said it multiple times. I'm done now. Adios, everyone.